All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast. Now, following last week's heartbreaking 31-28 home loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, there was the expectations that the Las Vegas Raiders would get back on track today versus the Atlanta Falcons, but that was not the case, as the silver and black were simply taken behind the woodshed courtesy of the Falcons as they fell 43-6. Plain and simple, when the Raiders took the field this afternoon, they did not play with a sense of urgency. We saw the dumb penalties, 11 of those to be exact, for 141 yards. Derek Carr's costly interception, 3 fumbles, and overall the Raiders were just 3 of 12 on third down. Offensively, the Raiders only had 243 yards of total offense, 5 turnovers, and it's sad because the hard work that the Raiders produced earlier this season is evaporating. The Raiders a few weeks ago were 6-3. They looked like they still had a shot to win the AFC West. Granted, it was so faint, but now they've taken a step back. We talk about the big win on the road earlier this season versus Kansas City, the big win on the road versus the Cleveland Browns, and both of these teams, if the regular season ended today, would be playoff teams, and that's definitely something for the Raiders to build off of. Now, if you're head coach John Gruden, you do have a young club that you feel that, they showed that they were maturing earlier this season, and now, this is gut check time for this team. And today was an opportunity for them to answer the bell, and that was not the case. And I talk about the costly interception from Derek Carr because after the Raiders, were in a deficit, this was an opportunity for them to get back into the game when it was 16-3. Carr throws that pick six, is run back 67 yards for a touchdown. Instead of you going in now down 16-10 and giving your defense something to build off of, they're down 23-3. We talked about a situation in the first half where the Falcons, did kick a field goal, and a roughing the kicker penalty, kept the drive going, and Atlanta was able to get a touchdown out of that. These are momentum changing plays, and this is something that, where we expected the Raiders to be turning the corner, unfortunately at the worst time, they're regressing right now. Now, with that said, they're 6-5. They're looking up now in the standings as far as the playoff picture goes in the AFC. They're not going to catch Kansas City. They're 10-1, so you can forget about that as far as them winning the AFC West. But right now, if the season ended today, the Raiders would actually be 9th now in the AFC, and they were right in the mix for a wild card spot a few weeks ago. You're looking at it now. Cleveland, they're 8-3. They're the top wild card. Miami 7-4, and Indianapolis is 7-4. Baltimore is 6-4. We still have to wait to see what happens with them when they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. But the Raiders are now 6-5, and then right behind the Raiders are the New England Patriots at 5-6. And I bring that up because New England holds the tiebreaker over the Raiders right now. So if you're the Raiders, you definitely want to go out there and take care of your business. But the Raiders still control their own destiny because you look at the rest of their schedule. They're at the Jets this coming week, and granted the Jets have yet to win a game, but you don't want to overlook them. They face Indianapolis in a couple of weeks at home. That's going to be big because this is one of the teams that you're chasing for a wild card spot. You're home for the Los Angeles Chargers. You're then home for the Miami Dolphins, another team that the Raiders are chasing. And then they finish up at Denver. So we're talking about 5 games that are all very, very winnable for the silver and black, but it's gut check time. There's a lot of youth on this team, but I think what the Raiders have to do offensively is get back to doing what they do best, and that's run the football with Josh Jacobs. He predicates what this offense is able to do, and then they take it from there. Defensively, the Raiders have had their struggle all season long, but it's a time like this, it's put up or shut up time. But what are you going to do? You're paid to go out there and do a job, and you got to go out there and step up and make a play. As bad as it was today for the Raiders, there is still hope. You cannot write this team off, but they are getting to the point right now where they can't sit up there and take these bad losses and just say, you know what, we'll get them next week. No, there has to be a sense of urgency within the month of December here on the calendar, or else it's going to be another long off season for the silver and black. So, folks, that's going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to thank all of the subscribers out there. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.